Alright, this is an update on the Straight Talk iPhone 5S. That video that I posted recently, one of the concerns that I had was MMS messaging and it not working properly. So I had the phone for about a week now, been playing with it some. It's actually been a very good device. MMS is working now. So I wanted to just kind of show a couple things. I just clicked send on a text message to this phone from my phone. This is my personal phone's on a T-Mobile plan. This phone, I mentioned in the original video, the phone was from I thought it was on Verizon. As it turns out, it's actually on, most likely on AT&T, according to Howard Forums and some others. So got my message there, but I'm going to also try to do the MMS messaging. So I'm going to take a picture of the device. If I can get my phone to focus, it'll end up being a horrendous picture. But it's going to go ahead and I'm hitting send now on that picture, and so we'll wait for that to end up coming back. But MMS does now work properly. It took about 2 to 3 hours from when I first activated the phone for MMS to go through. None of my original MMS messages went through for some reason, but all the future ones did. So they all worked properly. Everything else with the phone is working exactly the way that you would expect it to. Apps work exactly the same way as you would expect. Phone messages works as they should. All of that works exactly the way that you would think. Data speeds seem to be just fine. You notice that it stays at 3G. I'm going to switch over to speed test. Did a speed test in my first video that I ran, but I'm going to go ahead and run one now. And as I mentioned in the subnotes on the other one, as I've done some reading on Howard's forum since then and some other places, it turns out that Straight Talk has, when they pushed an update out to everybody's phones, they did something where it will always say 3G up here at the top, even though you're actually connected to LTE. They probably do some sort of a throttling on LTE for your Straight Talk customers. This is about normal for me, and there's my SMS message. I'll pull that up in just a second. Those results are about normal for me. When I shoot over to my results, you see I've ranged anywhere between almost 8 megs down to anywhere as low as almost 4. So actually I had a couple times where I was just over 10. So those data speeds are perfectly fine. I'm going to shoot over to my SMS and show you my picture came in. So that's the photo that I just took of what I'm filming now. So anyway, wanted to follow up, make sure that you knew SMS was working properly. I'm going to shoot a picture to end up sending back to myself. I'm going to end up using that picture and hit send, and so we'll send that, and we'll wait and see how long that ends up taking to get over to my device. So, but in short, just wanted to let everybody know that the Straight Talk does seem to be working well. Does seem to be running on AT&T. MMS is working as you'd expect. Remember, if you're using Straight Talk, it does data cap at 2.5 gigs.